Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the GPS and guided weapons. Now the GPS guided weapons in the F-16 include the JDAM, which is the guy on that side, and we also have the JSOW. There's two different ways of using these. Get everything all warmed up before we do that. So my other steer point, autopilot's good to go, power looks good, auto ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to power the unit up. Normally you'd have to get this thing powered up really early to actually make it useful, but we're going to flip both of these on. So the JSOW is aimed in two different ways. We can either do pre-planned, where we use the TGP to go ahead and drop the weapon, or we can also use a visual mode. We'll take a look at both. So let's go ahead and try out the pre-planned mode first. So all we have to do now is identify our target. I'll go ahead and switch to this one real quickly. We'll zoom in so I can see what I'm doing. Hey, the bridge! How y'all doing there? I'm going to go ahead and define the target by just getting a quick area track on it. Now that it's been stabilized, once we're in range, we go ahead and fire. That's it. That's nice. I like that. I can work with that any day of the week. Let's go ahead and flip over to our JDAM, and now we'll go ahead and demonstrate the other method of using an attack with it, and that's going to be to do a visual attack. So the visual attack gives us this little tiny little box here, which allows us to point at what we want to attack on the ground. It's a little tricky, trust me. So go ahead and shut off all our autopilot modes. Aircraft is really heavy on that wing right now. Put ourselves into a really lame shallow dive, and I'm just going to drive this thing on. Point right about here. We're going to say target management up to say, hey, this is what I'm interested in. Oh man, this is going to be hopeless. Oh. Let's see here. I'm going to call that the bridge right there. And that's about it. Once we've defined the target that we're interested in, we just have to get ourselves into range, which will only take us a second to do here. I'm going to go to the right, and then we just drop it as if it was a regular CCRP weapon. We're actually in range now if we wanted to be. If we want to pop this sucker, we could, but as you can see, it's going to be a bit of a flight for this particular weapon. That's okay. I'm going to bring this up just a little bit. You can even loft it, do one of these. Weapon away! And now the weapon's going to make its way down to the ground there. Push the nose down a little bit. And our center of gravity is all goofy now because I fixed the trim, and then I unfixed the trim, and now we're good to go. All right, let's watch the damage here. So the JSOW has got these little wings on it, which is basically going to give it a really, really, really long flight time, which is nice because if you're attacking a SAM or something, you can see it goes terminal. And the way this weapon works is it actually blows itself up, and then it sprinkles the ground with little teeny tiny projectiles. Now, let's see how we did as far as my aim with a pre-planned mode. Keep in mind these are GPS weapons, so they're not going to be perfect, but usually they're close enough. We hit the bridge, but oh, that was a good one. And here comes the JDAM. Oh no! And again, that was a visual shot with a guided weapon, as you can see. Not perfect at all. All right, hopefully this video helps as far as seeing how the GPS weapons works. Very, very straightforward experience. Again, nothing too crazy. One thing I do recommend when you use them, set up your steer points as your targets. So if you want to change targets, you can just literally click the different steer point to lock onto the next point with the TGP. Enjoy.